News Weekly. And yeah, we're going to talk about some of the things that have been going on in the news, or, better known as the fake news media. We all know that the media narrative is being controlled by the oligarchs, the people with the money that control pretty much anything. And have, well, I don't want to get on a rant about the ruling class right off the bat. We're gonna give folks a second to come onto the stream. I do have let me get my notepad. Got a few notes. I've been taking some notes on different things occurring and things that I've been seeing in the news. Obviously, it's been a week since my last stream, and some of the things that I talked about were some pretty big things that people have been concerned about. Now, is there anything that anybody has seen in the news that has been on their mind, and maybe you want my take on it before I get into things? Is there anything that you've seen that you're like, well, I don't know if that's real or not? I'll tell you if I think it's bullshit or not. I'm definitely not. I'm not a journalist or anybody qualified. I'm just an anarchist, and I think about a lot of things, and I've seen a lot of stuff, and I have connections across the country, so I have a lot of friends that I can ask about whether things are true or not. Also, disclaimer: I have been out of money for many days now, for days. I haven't had a cigarette in a couple of days either, and that's making my brain feel weird. Yeah, let's see. I guess let's see what folks are saying in chat. I'm gonna pull up my chat and my stream. Yeah, I got some notes in my little book here. I don't have a stack of papers that I can pretend to be reading from, but I do have a notepad that I can actually read from. All right, view your channel. Let's see. Hi, Satan. Oh yeah, and I think it's time for Satan to get a little treat too. Let's do a little dog treat for Satan. Here you go, Bob. Yeah, it's been a crazy week for news. I guess I might as well just open it up with here you go, Bob. Here you go, sweetie. Obviously, the biggest news piece that I'm sure everybody has seen that isn't being reported on in mainstream news is the drones. Tons of drones over New Jersey. Some people are saying it's not real. Some people are saying it's very real. And then within that, there's all sorts of people saying what it is or what it isn't. And I'll tell you something. Just a Mom is already on it. I'll tell you what I think about it in just a moment. Oh, that's me. Okay, so I've got about 18 people. Whoops, there goes my power. Hey, you know what? The natural lighting actually looks pretty good. There we go. Which one do you like? You like the natural or the spotlight? Yeah, Just a Mom's already on the level here. Cincinnati says, as expected, healthcare execs info is being scrubbed from the internet. I think this was another reason for the hoax anyway. Drones also spotted here today. Okay, so I've been seeing, yeah. I'm just gonna hold back a sec. I'm actually gonna see if I have a fucking piece of a cigarette to smoke while I talk about this a little bit. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I might be just more frustrated. We'll see. It is interesting to note with the drone thing, how goddamn obvious it is that the government and the ruling class wants us to take this bait. most of my Instagram feed, like the larger percentage of it, has been taken over with like obvious Fed posts. It's like bad AI or like edited videos from like news stations that don't exist, talking about like what's happening. Damn, I really don't have a fucking smoke. Damn. I guess I'll pull some up and show you. Even like it's super bizarre, but you know what is happening is not an alien invasion, folks, and it's not a foreign government. It's not a foreign power, because if it was, our government wouldn't be reacting the way that they are. So the U.S. government conducted an investigation and concluded that there is no threat from these drones. Well, duh, because they're their drones. So now, since that's become really obvious to the public, a lot of people have been pointing out, like, no shit, dude. Like, now there's rumors and interviews going around about how they're actually nuke sniffing drones. So they're pivoting from the alien narrative, because people aren't fucking stupid, to the nuke cover-up narrative. And drones have been spotted in other places besides New Jersey. And also, like, there's so many reasons why that doesn't make sense, right? They just want people to be scared and distracted from the fact that the ruling class is being deposed and that people are rising up in every major city across the U.S. And actually, there's a funny story that I thought was fake, but I looked into it earlier today. This is kind of a... Actually, you know what? We'll do the... So I thought this was a fake story, but it's from what I can... Actually, no. I'm sorry. I've been unmedicated. I do not have my Adderall. I don't have ADHD prescriptions, so my brain is just jumping around a whole lot. I never actually finished talking about the drone thing. I don't know what else more is this to say. Like, it's all the drone shit is Fed posting. Here, let me show you more Fed posting. Look at this. Look at this. This is clearly a fucking fake video. And I've been seeing tons of this. Like, obviously somebody in power, or somebody's in power, is paying big money to get their fucking shit brought up in my queue. And then I go to... This is part of my process of, like, vetting sources, right? So I see this. This, to me, is very obviously fake. Like, you hear the fake sound effects. If you've ever been in movies, you can spot editing. This is edited. And it's like, they don't have to edit it like this. They're just dumb. The ruling class is so fucking dumb. This looks like, what's that one movie where and it's like aliens? Oh yeah, Cloverfield. This feels shit. So then I'm gonna go to this person's page, right? I'm gonna take a look. Yeah, this is Garbo. They're just ripping off other people's content and reposting it. This is a fucking Fed bot, clearly. Rent a bot today. This is like... This is AI. This is not a real thing that's happening. 2024, an enigmatic X-shaped object was discovered hovering over the northern region of New Jersey. This discovery not only... Nobody posts like this. This is fake. Alien Fed posting. So the thing with the Project Bluebeam is, I think, and after a cursory glance, I'm gonna look it up on the internet here again, but I think that it's conspiracy theory that has been propagated by the government to invalidate people that would say that the government has sent out drones, because then people, are going to be like, oh, you're one of those Project Bluebeam fuckers. That means you think that the government sent these drones out. Therefore, you believe in the globalist conspiracy, And which, if you don't know, the whole globalism conspiracy actually just cycles back to anti-Semitism. Like, the globalists are Jews. That's it. It's a conspiracy theory that's been astroturfed and made up by the government to make people that call them out for their actual shit look fucking bonkers. And this is not a new tactic. They're trying to distract us from the fact that the American people are rising up. Let's see. I just stopped by to say hi and bye to you in the chat. What's up? Don't forget to leave a like. Spicoli just pulled up the coffee shop. Okay. Martin Jean asks, what are your pronouns? I'm a they, them. The drones can see through walls. They're watching us use the bathroom. Shut the fuck up, man. No. That fucking paranoia shit. Probably. Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of Fed post schizo shit. And violence is never the answer. Fucking people saying stupid ass shit. Violence is never the answer. You do violence to us all the time. Violence is never the answer, says the A. Okay, I gotta get off fucking Instagram because it keeps pulling shit up. Yeah. So if you see people posting in these fucking fake posts, these Fed posts about UFOs and shit, if it looks edited, it's edited, okay? If it looks like AI, it's fucking AI. And always vet your sources, look at the page. If it's all just like ripped off or AI shit, it's fucking Fed posting, okay? And then you'll see people commenting in these like Project Bluebeam, it's part of the globalist agenda, and it's stupid. To y'all, it's a pretty obvious distraction tactic. The way that they've responded to it confirms that. I'm not going to explain exactly like in detail. We don't need to break all this shit down. It's a stupid distraction. I'm not going to fall for the distraction because there's other shit to talk about. Like the ruling class being deposed. Here's the fun story that I was going to tell you. So I saw, I'm sure most folks saw the meme about or a TikToker talking about a CEO, unnamed, which I thought was sus. A CEO denied Christmas bonuses to his employees, and then they pooped in his Lamborghini. He showed up in a fucking new Lamborghini after telling everybody, fuck you, I don't care about Christmas, and you getting paid. Now, mind you, these people had already been striking and had been trying to stand up for their workers' rights because they were not being paid fairly. And like I actually did look into this more than just like looking at a couple of memes. I found out that this CEO is totally a real guy. He's, interestingly enough, a YouTuber content creator. So of course I had to look up his shit. His name is Darman, and his content is ass. His content is the dumbest shit that I've ever seen. It's total brain rot shit. It's like, you know, those kind of like short form skits where it's like the most fucking base ass dumb fucking noodles for brain bullshit that you've ever seen, where it's like it's supposed to be funny but it's just really bad, like and it's like one of them I saw was this lady saying goodbye to her husband, you know, like bye honey, and then like she goes to close the door, and then like there's another man behind the door, and he comes out, and then they immediately like start fucking and go inside. And then the guy, he's a cop, of course, for some fucking reason, you know, like of course he's a cop. It's so relatable. Like he's like, oh no, I forgot my thing, I need to go back home. And then he like walks up to the bedroom and he's like, oh no, this isn't my jacket. And then he sees them fucking through the door and takes a picture, and it's like supposed to be like, oh man, classic, I hate it when that happens. Like, dude, So clueless. Anyway, so that's all his content. It's dumb fuck, like not actually funny stuff that always gets pushed into your feed because the guy's got money. It's yeah, it's bottom of the barrel garbage. So he has paid actors to be part of that, and he did not reimburse them at all, like well enough. Some of them were actually operating at like a cost deficit because they were having to pay for their own hotel rooms, transportation, costumes, etc. They were really upset about this guy fucking screwing them over anyway. They had been striking. And then finally got denied their Christmas bonus. And to add insult to injury, the shitlord, Dar man, pulls up in his fucking Lamborghini, his new Lambo. And of course, everybody lost their shit. They paid off the parking attendant guy to look the other way, took laxatives, and took turns pooping inside of his brand new Lamborghini. That is a true story. So yeah, fuck that guy. And now they're trying to basically, I think what happened is all of those employees walked off the job, and they're going to start their own company doing the exact same thing without their shitlord CEO, which I think is fantastic. He's terrible. I'm glad they abused his Lambo. Yeah, I had never heard of this guy before, and he's a piece of shit. Okay, well, it looks like we've got a bunch of dipshits in my chat, so I'm just going to go ahead and ban them. We're going to take a little ban break here. Zeke Roman says, "Make America great again." I hope that was worth it. You're banned. We got a lot of Fed bots in here. I guess I opened Pandora's box. And I think Just a Mom is our only mod in chat right now, unfortunately, and they're doing really good. Z says, "Let me guess, you voted for Kamala." Dude, do you know what a fucking anarchist is, you fucking moron? All right. Stupid. And we're going to get rid of you. And we're going to get rid of you. All right, hold on. I'm just tidying up. I'm tidying up the chat here. They arrested 2 over illegal drug in Philly. Interesting. All right. Addie Smalj blah blah says, "I'm an anarchist. Time to do a bunch of bands." Correct. Yes. Now you. Sam Platypus is here. What's up? Mike Jones, this is a Wendy's, sir. I don't know where your handler is, but so let's see. Okay. Oh, speaking of Trump, that orange piece of shit wants to privatize the post office service, which is really fucked. Probably wants to privatize most things. Let's take a look on the good old internet here and see if I can find a good source of information. Trump privatize postal service. There is definitely like a whole thing about the postal service that has been going on for a long time. I'm actually going to pull up a video that, like last week I mentioned that I like watching John Oliver's like long format pieces. He is still a tool of, the ruling class in a way. Like in the way that a lot of his information has to be toothless in order for him to have the success that he needs, that he has. But a lot of his pieces are actually pretty good, especially when there's stuff that like he really cares about, like the healthcare, and stuff like the postal service. This was a pretty good piece. Not all of his shit is good. Just like most of it's pretty good. So I'm gonna post. This is about the postal service. So that might help you kind of catch up to speed with like the background up to this point. But like, I honestly don't even know how to give, like, I would have to do a whole write up about this because it's a complicated issue, and it's a symptom of our capitalist government, the privatization of public services that we all should have. Like I've said it before, what is the point of a government if they're not providing public services? Like otherwise you're just choosing to have overlords. Like I don't understand. Skylar says libtard. Bro, you are okay. So a lot of you are people that I don't care about. And normally I wouldn't address this, but there are a lot of people coming into chat saying really dumb and incorrect things. And they are sadly poisoned by the fake news media. Very sadly. Michael Nightwolf asks, are you a Trump supporter? Bro, guys, where are your fucking brains? Like, I would love to think that you guys, like most of you guys, are not actual human beings. And that's probably true, but like some of you are. And you're a product of the propaganda machine. It's really, really sad. Your critical thinking skills are gone. It's amazing. Somebody just posted Trump 2024. Dude, your brain is rotted. Like, holy fuck. Yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. That's actually one of the big reasons why I decided to do this weekly news piece, is because for all of the different stuff that people are hearing about on the TV, it's really wrong and really dangerous, and it's poisoning people's minds. And the agenda is divide and conquer. So when you guys come into my chat and you see somebody that looks different, like I don't really look that different from most folks. Like when I go out into the world, like I'm dressed pretty tame, okay? And I go out into the world and nobody gives a fuck. I feel like people that type stupid shit in my chat don't actually go out into the world. Either they're not real, they're fucking fed bots, or they are real and they're afraid to go outside because they hate everybody because they've bought into the fake news lies. Yeah, touch grass. You've fallen into the divide and conquer agenda. So you see somebody that looks different and you're like, oh, libtard. Like, not only is that unhelpful, but also it's just incorrect. You're so poisoned by bias and bigotry and fear that you can't even like think straight. You can't even like hear what other people are saying. Ew. Hide user on channel. Also, it's nice to skim some of you shitlords out of my chat too, because like I don't need you guys on my channel at all. The type of people that are going to ask what genitalia do you have can just stay off my channel. Very weird. Legacy media are naming mainstream as nowadays. I don't know what that means. Legacy media, I feel like, is one of those right-wing. Let's take a look. Old media or legacy media are the mass media institutions that dominated prior to the information age, particularly print media, film studios, music studios. Word. Gotcha. Old man media. Or the BC years, handwritten newspapers, but the invention of the printing press in 1440 was the start of the media as we defined it. Today is traditional media. Credibility. Traditional media is much more trustworthy than digital media. Yeah, but I mean, it's still owned by oligarchs, you know? Yeah. Anyway, some other news that I've been seeing. I mean, we all know that TikTok is set to be banned in January, right? Like, that's what they're trying to do with TikTok. Because it's like they can't control the narrative. It's so open to anybody to be able to use that it's a threat. And yes, there's a lot of fake shit on there. It's an entertainment platform. But also that's one of the ways that we can get some reliable news if you know how to vet your sources. Me personally, one of my favorite news sources is the Talking Fish. I see the Talking Fish on Instagram. I think it's on TikTok as well. But at Real Talking Fish, looking at you, buddy. I appreciate your updates. Yeah. So let's see. I'm trying to organize my thoughts here. God damn, I wish I had fucking ADHD meds. Um, with vetting your sources and finding information online, it's also important to know what a VPN is and to know that in whatever country you're in, your government does prune what information you're able to get. And it can put certain sources lower in your feed. It has control of that. So one thing that I like to do when I'm searching for like kind of trying to get to the bottom of a story or a narrative or like what's going on is I'll set my VPN to different countries and see what my search yields from that, and then set it to a different country, search the same thing again, see what it yields. And if you keep in mind that like different countries' governments have different agendas and different feuds with different people, that they're going to prune your feed in different ways. So if you don't know how all that works and you have no idea where to start, you are not really going to get a good source of curating of that information unless you know, um, like I get my curated news from a number of sources. Corn, do you have coffee? You know what? I should make some coffee. That's a good idea. Let's see. I'm gonna give folks a couple minutes here while I make some coffee. I want to see what type of stuff you've been seeing in your news feed, and I'll tell you if what I think about it. Whether I think something's real or fake or where it comes from, or tell me your favorite news sources, and I'll tell you if they're ass or not. I'm gonna make some coffee. Oh, hold on, I gotta get some water. Speaking of ass, that fucking Dar Man shit, dude. I can't even get over like how many people watch that stupid ass content. That's insane to me. Like I literally can't even imagine finding any of that entertaining. It's like an insult to my intelligence just to know that it exists. I love that they pooped in his car, but honestly, I wish that they had done more. You know what I mean? people like that. But even so, like, even so, I love that this soulless fucking corrupted by greed piece of shit got his shit fucked up. But like, we also got to keep in mind and not let the agenda, the media narrative, disempower our revolution and our social movements, because they're gonna put out content and like confuse people, because confusion is the name of the game here. With the COINTELPRO, you want to confuse people and add things to create a narrative. But I see a lot of people reposting stuff like, you know, even when you say like eat the rich, like it's a misnomer. It's not just the rich. There's nothing inherently wrong with having money. That's the part of the narrative that confuses people. That's what makes other people think like, man, anarchists suck. They don't want anybody to be rich or have means. No, that's not the case. There's a difference between being rich and being a billionaire, okay? There's a huge difference between being rich and being a billionaire. There's really nothing inherently wrong with having a nice house, even a couple of houses, you know, like you don't need a couple of houses. I don't know, but like there's nothing wrong with being regular rich. But when you're fucking people over, when you're making choices that you know will kill people, and you make them anyway just so you can make a few more cents on the dollar, then you're a fucking ghoul. You're an absolute scumfuck monster, and you've lost sight of your humanity. So people like Elon Musk, absolute motherfucking ghoul. Elon Musk now and has for a long time been the wealthiest human that has ever existed for a while, and that wealth is still growing. I think he's at like 400 billion right now. So I hate Elon Musk. I genuinely fucking hate Elon Musk. And I don't want to go on a rant about him because I will say some very incriminating shit. Suffice it to say, I fucking hate Elon Musk, and I hope that he gets Luigi'd, okay? I really do. I genuinely really fucking do. I hope that somebody puts their hands on him and doesn't stop until he stops moving. Anyway, Samson, you can get the fuck out of my chat. Goodbye, idiot. Can you put on Rap God, please? What? Mars asks, why do you hate him? I'm gonna give you a benefit of a doubt and just like assume that you're not seeing real news. He's an absolute piece of shit. Like, what more do you want me to say about it? Look up why Elon Musk is a piece of shit. There's tons of videos explaining exactly how his crimes against humanity. Also, he's a transphobe. But yeah, I'm not here to fucking talk about Elon Musk. I just want him to not exist. That's just me. Boxer Man, what's up? Welcome. Hell yeah. I'm just grabbing a little coffee here. We've still got another few, well, I don't want to get off the billionaires thing just yet. I think it's really important to kind of impart this sentiment because it is a cornerstone of the people's movement right now. And there is a people's movement. Do you want to know what the government is trying to distract us from with these drones? It's the are becoming class conscious. It's not a right versus left thing. We the people versus the ruling class. The ruling class has separated themselves from, they have no value of human life anymore. If any of you have ever been poor and had to navigate the medical system, you know this to be true. It's built upon the subjugation of the poor. And you have more in common with a bum on the street nodding out on fentanyl than you do with a billionaire. Billionaires are not fucking human. It's okay to kill them. Okay? It's all right. As a treat. Go ahead. Australia is becoming class conscious right now. Love to hear it. Love to hear that. I'd love to hear more about that, actually, for sure. And it's not just the US, it's not just Australia, it's the UK, it's India, it's the Middle East, it's Egypt, it's the world. And that's why the governments of the world are pulling all the stops to keep us distracted. They literally want us so badly to believe that aliens are abducting people in New Jersey and that we have to worry about contending with our alien overlords. They're doing everything they can to scare people. And it's working in some instances, but I think that at this point, things have gotten so bad that even your common moron doesn't give a fuck. It's like, okay, yeah, cool. Aliens, yeah, I got bigger problems. My family is hungry and fucking needs medical care. Boom Boom Studio says you look like a trusted uncle. I don't know what that means, if that's got like another meaning or if you're just saying like at face value. If you're saying it at face value, then thank you. I appreciate that. I'm a very trustworthy uncle. Cincinnati says, I wish there were aliens still visiting here. We're a garbage planet. Honestly, like, you know, there probably are aliens on this planet. I think that that's actually a very plausible idea. And this is just a conspiracy theory that I saw, but like somebody was saying, you know, aliens have been here for a while and that the government has been trading its civilians for alien tech for a while. And like, there's no way to know that. There really isn't. And there's no reason to like care. I think it's plausible, you know, like why not? But there's more important things at hand that we can prove are happening. Justin Mom says, I gave them a benefit of a doubt too. Hell yeah. Where do these people come from? Can you guys like stop being troglodytes, crawl out from under your weird little rock and like join the rest of us in progress here? You guys need to keep up or be left behind. You guys are like the lowest operating that a human being can be without dying in this world. And it's embarrassing. I don't know what to do for you. I really don't know what to do for you, but I'm just going to ban you from here because obviously this channel is bothering you and you don't know how to leave. So goodbye. Sure, old aliens, but we aren't the Orlando of the universe, right? Hell yeah. Place is stupid tonight in chat. Yeah, I'm sorry, Lodi. This is what happens whenever I do vertical streams. I will admit that I have been doing the vertical streams lately because I want to reach more people. And I'm going to take a moment to make some announcements about my channel. Last week I said this, where I've had the most new subscribers to my channel that I've ever had. And that is still true. That number is still growing. Last week it was like 400 and something new subscribers in the last 28 days. This week, it's like 630 something new subscribers in the last 28 days. That is crazy. So that's really great news for my channel. I don't love doing vertical streaming. I have been putting out a lot of content, and I've been starving. I've been actually literally starving a lot of the time. And I'm homeless right now because of the medical system. That's one, you know, I'm not the only one. There's plenty of people out there suffering because the medical system is fucking us over. But I would like to state that actually, fuck yeah. Fireball kicked down, and so did Boxer Man. Thank you, dude. And I think somebody else did. Let me look on my phone here. Let's take a look. Let's see who's getting down with the kick down. Thank you very much, everybody. Really appreciate that. But yeah, I've been in dire straits lately. So I don't love changing my format and my usual style of streaming because I need money, but this is like literally a survival thing. And also I want to reach more people with this, and that's the way the medium is pushing me right now. So we've got, let's see, activity here. Hell yeah. And Janet Warren kicked down. Thank you so much. Fuck yeah. Let's take a look at Venmo here. See if anybody threw down on the Venmo. Nope, nothing on the Venmo today. Cashapp. There are links in the description, I believe. I think. Actually, let me take a look. Yes, there are links in the description there if you'd like to take a look right underneath the video. And big news, big news, guys. I finished my video and it is released. Now, a bunch of people have seen it, but it is link only. Only people with a link to this video can see it. So there is a link to my Patreon in the description. And if you pledge a small amount, you too can go and get access to the new video. And I've been working on it for a really long time. I think it'll be really special when it does drop. And I'm hoping that it does blow up. I don't I'll talk about that in the future. What kind of coffee, man? It's fucking coffee. Never seen a cup of coffee before? Jeez. Cheers, reprobates. Hell yeah. All right. In other news, there was a school shooting. That's hardly newsworthy in America. We got shootings all the fucking time, right? But you know, it's just my second episode of reporting, so I'm gonna report on it, of course. And probably in the future, I'll talk more about school violence in America for sure. That's a big theme around these parts. There was a school shooting in Madison, Wisconsin, by a person named Natalie. Went by Sophie or Samantha. It was at a private Christian school, which kind of hits home to a private Christian school myself. This person was 52 people were killed, as well as the shooter, and 6 are wounded or in critical condition. It's very sad. This was yesterday, Monday. Yeah, this was a female shooter, and we don't know what their gender identity was, so that's why I'm saying they, them. But this was a female person, which is, you know, it's usually a white dude. So I guess that's of note. And if I had time, I was going to look into it a little bit, but it's looking like we're just going to keep moving along. Another thing of interest to me was that Derek Chauvin, do y'all remember who Derek Chauvin is? I want to see who all in chat has a little bit of justice literacy here. Hey, Captain, what's up? Did Sam get hit by troll shit? Sam is hidden from the channel. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Where's Sam? Oh, damn. Sorry, my bad. Okay. I must have misfired. Unhide. Sorry about that. Yeah, the chat's scrolling by so damn fast. I must have just fucking, yeah, that. And I'm really glad that that Captain's here too. Welcome, Captain. Robbie says drugs killed him. You're banned from my stream. You are poisoned by the fake news narrative. I'm sorry, but there's no saving you. I'm not going to put in the effort anyway. But Godspeed on your personal journey. Derek Chauvin was the pig who murdered George Floyd in actually the city of my birth. So I have a lot of connection to Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's the city I was born in. And I have had plenty of experiences with protests and activism out there. That's kind of where I came of age and got initiated into punk rock. I could, but Derek Chauvin sent in request for an appeal of his case because a doctor told him that George Floyd had some pre-existing heart condition and couldn't have been murdered by Derek Chauvin. I say bring back the fucking death penalty and make Derek Chauvin stop existing. That's what I fucking think. Somebody that is that awful, somebody who is that far gone, has absolutely no conscience. Like, this man had no remorse for what he did. And the fact that people in my chat are coming here specifically to say dumb shit about a dead man who was killed in cold blood in the streets in what is now known as George Floyd Square in front of Cup Foods is absolutely deplorable. It's disgusting. And anybody else who has to say anything about that is just going to get banned immediately because, like, I'm not going to have this discussion. You guys are the ones yelling about fake news, and then you're so just, like, deep in the fucking sauce. You're fucking cooked, man. Like, holy fuck. And that's another interesting point. George Floyd Square is what it's known as now. The people, the black community specifically of that area. That's a really poor area, and it's very segregated over there. They took George Floyd Square. They won't let cops in there, and the CIA, the powers that be, have been funneling drugs into it to disempower the people's movement, but it's still being held. So if you're in Minneapolis, Minnesota, roll on over to George Floyd Square. I forget what the cross streets are exactly. It still exists. Firefighters are allowed there because they actually serve the people. Cops not so much because cops are fucking murderers. Cooked is an Aussie term? Nice. Hell yeah. Captain says, I got shit signal. Damn, I'm sorry, dude. Hell yeah. Figured it was a straight shot. Thanks, Captain. Kevin Meckin says, no, the cop killed him. Yeah, right. Like, how can you watch a video of a police officer kneeling on a man's neck for 9 minutes? Over 9 minutes. So it was like 9.5 minutes. I watched the whole video when it first happened. I'll never be the same again. And people out on the street saw it. Like, they were begging this man to stop. There was absolutely no reason for him to do this. So yeah, anybody who can watch that and say that George Floyd wasn't murdered should face the wall. Sorry, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to come out and say it. Because, like, you'd have to be a literal Nazi to see that and be like, yeah, that guy deserved to die. And he did it himself. He was on drugs or something. Like, even if he was on drugs, like, none of that is okay. So yeah, Nazis face the wall. Go fuck yourselves. Get the fuck off my channel. This is not a democracy here on my channel. This is Cornelius Vango. And if you want to stay here on Cornelius Vango channel, then don't say Nazi shit. Sorry. Lively Cut says, why do people judge others for doing drugs? It's literally just body chemistry. And also, literally everybody's on drugs all the time. It's true. Y'all are on fucking meds. Every single one of you. Some type of meds. Even if it's like coffee. Caffeine is a drug too, man. Like, there's drug supremacy is fucking bullshit. Especially when it comes to the poor. Like, we all know that we can't get proper medication because our medical system is privatized. It's being controlled by the ruling class, by the people holding the most money, all the money, increasingly more of it, and leaving less and less for us. Like, people got to take care of themselves somehow. Some people are in chronic pain and they can't get painkillers prescribed by a doctor. Some people can't even like get to the fucking doctor's office, you know? Like, it's crazy. Apparently 70% of USA is on at least one prescription med. Word. And the people that aren't on prescription meds, you know, they're smoking weed or taking illicit substances. Or they're addicted to fucking processed sugar or caffeine or something, you know? Let's see, what else we got here? I want to see. I'm on 9+ aspirin, to which I add weed in various forms. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. That aspirin is hard on your stomach too. Shit. You know, we all got our issues. Like, none of us asked to be born, and you know, now we got back pain and bills to pay. Fuck, garbage. Okay, so we got 57 folks in chat, 61 people in chat. Great. Let me know if there's anything interesting that you would like to hear me talk about that I missed. I also wanted to draw attention to the fact that Bernie Sanders is still being a thorn in the side of the military industrial complex and the ruling class as well. He's not dead. He's still out there being a fucking cantankerous fuck, and I love that for him. He's got a YouTube channel too. Let me look it up here. I was looking up. Let's see. What a guy. What a cantankerous fuck. Obviously, like, he's not gonna be president before he dies. I'm sure he's old as fuck. But he's still out there tearing ass. I like watching him go. He just fucking gets all wound up. And here, let me see. Bernie Sanders. Yeah, he just goes off on the military industrial complex. I love it. No matter what the corporate elite tell you, let me make something clear. And you want, yeah, he's just going off. Here, I'm just gonna share his YouTube channel. There you go. Bernie talking about addictive ultra processed foods. Hell yeah. Spicoli is rolling. What's Spicoli doing? Who's tearing ass, huh? Sam says, I can see me, so I don't mind. Okay. Kevin says, George Floyd. Yep. Hell yeah. Yeah, rest in power, George Floyd. Fucking A. I tell you, that is not the only black man that was killed in cold blood by a cop in Minnesota that year alone. There was I think there was 5 black men murdered by police in cold blood, like publicly executed in Minneapolis. That's true. I don't know if that's the exact number, but it was probably 5. And directly afterward, I can't believe I'm forgetting the fella's name. Literally the week after that happened, another guy got murdered in Brooklyn Center. I used to hang out in Brooklyn Center. It's another very segregated black part of the surrounding areas of Minneapolis, and people went off. But y'all probably didn't hear about that because you've been, your only source of news is the fucking fake news curated oligarch fucking media, which is why yeah, let's see. Yeah, Minnesota has actually a hidden history of racial tension and activism that I saw firsthand growing up, that definitely had a hand in radicalizing me, because I could see clearly firsthand that there was a huge discrepancy between what was being talked about in the newspapers and on the TV and what was happening out in the streets. I remember there was this one time I was at First Avenue. I must have been 19, 20. No, I was drinking, so I had to have been 21 or so. And I saw that part of the city turn into a goddamn police state in less than an hour. And I floor, getting a drink. I went over to by the window, and I saw like a mob, a huge wall of angry black men running down the street, and just they were rioting. It was like a riot coming down the street, and I was like, holy fuck, what's going on? And nobody else would tell me what the fuck was going on. I didn't see anything. Like there was no explanation. By the time I got outside, there was a police on a cop on a horse, like at every block, multiple. They had taken over that whole area. There was no mob to be seen, and traffic was stopped. There was cops everywhere, and I still don't know what the fuck happened, and I couldn't find anything about it in the newspaper. There's no mention of it anywhere, and that was like something that just happened in Minneapolis. But there's a history of there's a social justice history out there, and I'm sure in every major city. Daniel says rioting equals looting? ? No, you fucking moron. See, when I don't know how to like explain this to you guys. Like, rhetoric is important. And if you're learning a narrative from your news source, you need to like follow the money. Who benefits from rebranding the storyline? You know? Like if they're going to be like, "Oh no, they're focusing on like looting and shit." Like, and then they want you to feel bad for like business owners and Target and whatever. Like, no, fuck that. You ask yourself like, what would make people so upset? And like, if people had everything that they needed, they wouldn't need to steal shit from corporations. And also, fuck corporations. Like, they're just freeloaders. They don't do shit for our fucking for our society. Let's see. During a protest, some people might take advantage to do bad things. That's just reality. Honestly, I don't think that looting a corporate store like a Walmart or a Target or something, I don't think that's bad. I think what's bad is the fact that Fortune 500 companies are stealing the resources from our planet and trashing the planet and selling things at such a profit that we become poorer and poorer while they become richer and richer. Those are crimes against humanity. So if you're more disturbed about somebody fucking stealing like some speakers from a Target or something than you are of the fact that all of our fucking water is undrinkable, that our soil is poisoned, and that every year from here on out is going to be the hottest year on record until you die. And those are so microplastics in it, then you're I'm not sorry. You're a fucking idiot. If you're more bothered by somebody stealing or burning down a fucking Burger King or some shit than you are of the fact that our literal planet is dying because of the 0.01% of the wealthiest people in the world, then you're cooked. You're fucking cooked, dude. Breath Air says stealing is bad for a normal person, but the companies can steal from you, and that's normal. Exactly. Yeah, and as far as like the healthcare CEO getting dispatched, that man was responsible for thousands of deaths. That man had blood on his fucking hands. And it's okay because he's a capitalist dog who wants to fucking shave off a few more cents and put it back in his providing. No, it's like it's a rat and corrupt. When one guy strikes back, it's then it's a whole crime, and we're gonna have a manhunt across the whole fucking U.S. Just a Mom says it tells you everything you need to know that cops can protect property but can't protect tenants from eviction. Yep, yeah, you'll see the most cops you'll ever see protecting corporate assets than you will ever see a cop protecting an individual human being, unless that human being Donna Wright says our water here in Oregon and Washington State is good. Yeah, but for how long? And how long before they start stealing it? I know, yeah, and parts of Minnesota, yeah, there's still some places where the water is still drinkable. Places in Maine as well. Rural place that the water. Also, like, who said the water's clean anyway? You know what I mean? Like, I've traveled on foot across this continent multiple times, and almost all of the water is undrinkable at this point. Like, and places where they say it is drinkable, like, I just wonder, you know? I don't know. Liz says go into banks and pretend to get loans, waste their time. Time is a resource you can steal from them legally. I like that. That's great. Hell yeah. Let's see. I want to encourage all of you people, all of you fine folks, to participate in little acts of resistance every day. Whether that be planting things in places where you're not supposed to plant things, but they'll totally grow. Planting food, especially, and feeding the poor, doing nice things for people, putting out a little free library. Like, oh, that's right. My friend today told me that here in LA, it is be in public with a pillow and a blanket. I'm gonna look that up because let's see, LA homeless laws. All right, LA County, Los Angeles laws related to homelessness. Sitting, lying, or sleeping, or storing, using, maintaining, or placing personal property in the public right of way. No person shall obstruct the street, blah, 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 by sitting, lying, sleeping, or storing, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the LA County has basically made it illegal to be homeless, which is fucking disgusting. Because, like, what are these people supposed to do? You know, it's. I've said this before, but a lot of these lawmakers are really just pushing toward being able to put people in fucking concentration camps. I swear to God. And now, like, now you can't feed people in public. I thought this was fucking America. I thought this was a free country. You know? Let's see. Yeah, they're just making it illegal to exist while poor here. I'm just reading through these statutes. I should have done this before my stream. Violations of this section involving a person who willfully resists, delays, or obstructs a city employee from enforcing this section shall be subject to the penalties set forth in Los Angeles Municipal Code. This is disgusting, man. Prohibition against certain forms of aggressive any of the following. A person. Fear of bodily harm to oneself or another, damage property. But when they do it, they speak to anybody while being poor in public. That's against the law. Definitions, purposes, blah, blah. Savings, okay. Yeah, this is disgusting. I'm going to just post this in the chat as well. Just, it's interesting to know. Y'all should read your local laws and statutes around homelessness and being poor in public. It's in Australia, it is not illegal to be homeless, but don't show me my physical body, therefore my existence is technically illegal. Yeah, totally. And of course, that's another thing that the fake news wants to do, wants to hijack the narrative for, so that nobody is paying attention to this shit. It's just like, oh, it doesn't concern me. I'm not homeless. I don't have to care what happens to the homeless people. They're being taken care of because I trust my government blindly because I'm a fucking sheep. No, the government is not your friend, folks. Ads are just rich people asking for money. Ads are panhandling. Right? It. Fucking Liz, you're on one. All right, folks. Let's see. I'm just gonna let folks in chat converse a little bit here, and if anybody has any questions for me, feel free to ask, or if you have some suggestions about things that you would like to see me look into, or if during this week before my next stream, I'm gonna be doing this every Tuesday at 4, just kind of fucking talking about stuff like that I've been seeing that's on my radar. So if you come across any stuff that you think is interesting, drop a link, go to the Discord server. We have Discord in the description of this video, and or you can leave a link in the comments. Hey, nice. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, if anybody wants to get down with the kickdown, there are links in the description. I've been broke as a joke. It's been rough. Yeah, I'll do some updates about that. Updates on my personal life and my work in the next few days. I'm probably going to be streaming most days this week because of that, and not all vertical. I usually stream in horizontal, and I have to promote my video. My new video is coming out this Sunday. Okay, I don't have the premiere set up yet, but it's a full length, a little over an hour long. I'm very, very proud of it, and I've gotten a lot of good. I've gotten a lot of good feedback on it, and it's very special and important to me to be able to put this out in a respectful way because of the subject matter. And if y'all don't know what it's about, give me a follow, give me a like and a follow so that you can see when it comes out. And if you want to see it now, it's already out. Only people with a link can see it, though. So if you donated during the stream and you haven't seen it yet, I can send a link to you as a thank you. Or if you've donated in the past and you're interested in that sort of thing, hit me up and I'll send you the link. Go join the Discord server, ask for a link, or join the Patreon. Let's see, what else? I don't know. Anyway, let's see, who kicked down? Kevin Meckin says, love you, dude. You're a reasonable person. Thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. Tom says, you mofos sound nuts just like me. Hell yeah, brother. We're all mad here. Can you send me a link, Corn? I sent a small kink down. I said kink down. Kick down on Venmo a few minutes ago. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I will. Yeah. Hell yeah. It will. Let me see. Cincinnati says, amazing watch. Everyone should see this new train video. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's it's gonna be a fun premiere, I think. And if a lot of the new folks to my channel came here because of my train content. Not everybody. A lot of people have been here for a while, and other content of mine is out there. But a lot of folks have come here for the train content, and they have no idea what the fuck my channel is about. So if that's the case, I will be serving up what the people want very, very soon. Man, I can't wait to buy some smokes for sure. For real, for real. Let's take a look and see if anybody got down with the kickdown. $6. Is that you, Mermaiden? If it is, thank you very much. I almost, if it wasn't for all the dipshits in chat, I would just drop my new link here. I was thinking about it, but I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I guess if you want to see this new video, go to the description and donate to my PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. And everybody that donated today, I will send you a link to my video. That's me. That's my real name. Okay. I didn't want to put you on blast because some people send me stuff and it's like their dead name or something because there's a lot of trans people on my stream. So I didn't want to just like shout out your dead name if that was the case. Hell yeah. All right. Any other random fucking news that that you guys have heard that you want to know my opinion on? Otherwise, hi, bub. Hi. Otherwise, we're gonna fuck right off. Look at that baby. Look at that baby. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here, I guess before I go, I'm gonna just give y'all a little bit of a teaser preview of my new video. We're gonna do a little teaser here so y'all know I'm fucking serious. Okie dokie. I'm gonna do a little preview. Hey Satan, fuck off. Let's see. Whoops, not that. Let's do. Oops, not that either. Let's see. Kyle K says, love the vibe, man. Fuck the government. Hell yeah, brother. Oh my God. We had some interesting comments here. Wow, you guys are uncultured as shit. That's very embarrassing for you. Can you imagine being such a child that you see somebody with a piercing, you're like, did it hurt? Or, you know, whatever. So I'm not even going to respond to these comments. It's just like, it's more like amazing to me than like hurtful. Actually, it's just like, wow, you guys are fucking incredible. Fireball says mixed up Michaels. Oh man, we got mixed up Michaels here. Damn. All right, so here's some previews of what is on this video, okay? I'm going to turn this up a little bit because it's got really good music. This is my friend's music, actually. Take a look. I've been fucking staring at this video for a really long time, working on it. It's been a journey. Let's see, what's one of my favorite parts? There we go. There's the title. I guess it's backwards on the fucking... Is it backwards for y'all? That's crazy. Sam says you do realize you're not talking to Corn, you're typing words into a chat thread. Very funny. Scar says, okay, asshole, the fuck, I was planning on getting one, but all right. Eat my dick. I don't need fucking fragile little baby snowflakes in my chat being fucking triggered about shit all the time. Go get your bridge pierced or fuck right off. I don't care. This is a news segment, you dumb fuck. Like, I don't need your fucking weird little feelings spewing all over my chat or any of you. But I do appreciate all the reprobates coming in, and I'm you know, this could have gone a lot worse. I expected there would be definitely an inundation of newbies here that don't have any depth or like frame of reference for what kind of content I do on this channel, even though I plainly stated in the title of the stream that it is Anarchist News Weekly. You ought to know what an anarchist is. And obviously a bunch of you don't. I guess I overestimated the common people, but that's okay because we don't do divide and conquer here, you know. No war but class war. It's not a culture war, it's a class war. So I'm not going to get on people's ass about, you know, being wrong about things. It's just like if they're being disruptive on my chat, I got to ban them. But if you have different opinions than I do and you're legitimately just engaging in conversation, that's great. That's what we're here for. Working class solidarity is very important right now. Okay. So anything that would cause you to turn against your fellow laborers, your fellow working class people is an enemy of the revolution. Okay. Just remember that. If it's something that causes a divide, it's agenda. It's ruling class agenda. So make sure that you stay focused and remain in solidarity with other working class folks. Remember, there's so many more of us than there are of them. And they want us to get all caught up in these little fucking non-issues or these issues that are not the real issues. That's why they're pushing the whole trans agenda bullshit. And fuck. Any other number of like false flag, red herring, fucking fake news, media rhetoric that people are getting all fired up about. It's important that we keep our eyes on the prize. And the prize is liberation of the people. Yeah. Courtney Lanier says Big L stream. Okay. Courtney Lanier is Big L dum dum. Sorry you're triggered, you little fucking bitch. Okay, bye. See, I love that necklace. Thank you. It's just hardware and a cool thing. Mermaiden says, yep, dividing to conquer. Yes. Ignore all fucking news stories that make you become angry at other fellow working class people, okay? And I'm going to do one more shake in the E hat, okay? If you would like to donate to the cause, feel free to drop $1. There's PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App in the description. I'm broke as fuck. I have literally been starving a few days out of the week every now and then, which fucking sucks. Satan's fine. She's got treats. In fact, I'm going to give her a treat. And let's see. Feel free to get down with the kickdown. Join us in the Discord server if you'd like to join the conversation and send me videos of interest. Come here, bub. Right here. Or other news pieces that I can look into. I would love that. Join the Patreon, etc. Give me a like and a follow so that way when I premiere my video this weekend, you can see the video. Captain says, there is a search bar where you can find something else to watch if you don't like. Simple, I think. Right. Yeah, you know, Captain, they're not here because they're smart. Yeah. They're here because, well, anyway, I'm going to fuck right off. I'm so glad that you guys could join me. Thank you so much, reprobates and repro-curious folks. I'm corneliusvango. And this is Satan, and we're gonna fuck right off, okay? Take care. Till next week, I'll update you on other shit. Okay, see you later. Bye.